What's going on, guys? Sean here. Welcome back to another video. It is a new month again, so once again I have another income report video for the month of January 2021. So if you're new to the channel, I like to make these income report videos every single month to break down how much I'm making and also from what channels, and add a little commentary here and there to kind of explain what I've learned from my own business that I feel would be beneficial for you to apply. So before you start, if you're new to the channel, I do have a free step-by-step self-publishing course. Even though it's free, you don't have to opt in, you don't have to sign up for an email list or anything. It's literally just free, hosted on YouTube. And this walks you through step-by-step keyword research, how to create the book, how to outsource everything, and also even book launch, where a lot of other courses doesn't really cover, even the paid ones. So this free one actually covers everything that you need to know to start, make the book, and also to start making money from it. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. The link is in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed, or if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and also leave a like. It really helps out with the algorithm. Any comments also helps with the algorithm that pushes the video to more people, so that it really helps the channel out. Alright, so I'm going to do things a little different this time. Instead of going from KDP, I'm going to start with the smallest areas of where I'm making money from, and then slowly move up to the biggest one. So affiliate commissions was by far the smallest channel that I was making money from, only $4 from one small ticket item sale. A couple things that I've changed to try and increase this is I've changed my email list to confirmed opt-in or double opt-in to improve my open and click rates, which seems to be working so far. My open rates are going up, my click rates are going up, but this is something that will take time as I kind of clean my email list a little more. So hopefully, this can improve conversions rate as well from here on. Next, we have Drafted Digital. I just noticed that this picture doesn't even show the actual amount, but I made $623.97. Now it seems like every single month when I make these kind of videos, I'm experiencing some kind of issues with certain channels. Like last video was ACX, right? ACX removed a couple of my books because they accused me of doing some, free trial swaps, which I'm not doing. Now I'm having issues with Drafted Digital, which kind of sucks. But they're starting to take down some of my books or block my books due to low quality. Or they're accusing that the information in the book or the entire book is found free online, such as PLR and other freely available content, which it's not. It's completely unique. I made sure every single book is proofread, and not only proofread but also passes the plagiarism checker, right, from Grammarly or Copyscape. So the only thing I can think of is people are pirating my books and uploading it online, and that is what's causing this flagging that's going on. I also asked around, and I found out that one of the top self-publishers in the space that is doing extremely well, way better than me, also got banned from Drafted Digital for uploading his books. So for the exact same reason. So even he got blocked completely from Drafted Digital due to uploading PLR books, where no way his books are PLR, because if you look at his books on Amazon, it's completely original, extremely successful. So I'm not sure honestly what we can do about it. Drafted Digital, I hope they improve on their review process. And although I don't agree with the decision, in the end, it is their decision on what books they want to carry. So again, I can't really control this. All I can do is accept that those books are getting taken down and just focus on making better books so that they would want to carry it. Obviously these books that are getting taken down, it's my older books, so it's not as good as my recent books, of course, but still, they weren't really bad books from my personal experience. But again, that's just my personal opinion, and I guess that's not what Drafted Digital thought of, so I just have to respect the decision. But this is even more reason to really focus on super high quality books, and definitely take the quality approach instead of the volume approach. And if you want to upload your books in Drafted Digital, I still do recommend uploading your books in Drafted Digital once your book stops selling on Amazon. So I'll have a link to a step-by-step video on how to do that in the description, so I'll leave that below. So next we have Google Playbooks, which is $632.56. Same as Drafted Digital. I would only recommend you upload this once your book stops selling on Amazon. I would say about less than $10 a month from ebook and paperback combined. Then you would want to ask KDP to take your book off KDP Select and then upload to these channels. It won't make as much as if your book is being exclusive on KDP if the book is selling, right? But if it's not selling, then perhaps you can make more from these channels. And it is a great way to diversify your income. Next, we got Ingramspark Global Connect, $71, Australia, $180, and US, $2,561, and UK, $302. So decent month for Ingramspark, did a little higher than the average that I usually do. Everyone should upload their books on Ingramspark. Again, it's not like, since we're uploading paperback books on Ingramspark or print books and not ebooks, you do not have to wait until you're off KDP Select like if you would have if you're uploading on Drafted Digital or Google Play. So you can upload anytime, you just have to buy your own ISBN, that is what's recommended. I did hear a rumor about there's this more spammy tactics with Ingramspark. Again, it's just a rumor, I don't know much about it yet, but if you come across a spammy tactics where they're teaching you to spam a ton of books that is low quality, then I would not recommend you to do it. You know, it might sound good for now, you know, on the short term level, but in the long term, it'll definitely harm you and harm the entire publishing space in general, because, you know, if you look at it, it's always like this, right? There's always a spammy tactic that people invent that spreads like rapid fire, you know, because it's so easy to make money in the short term. And then people do that on KDP, and then they either get banned or, you know, KDP gets significantly harder to make money, right, for everybody, not just for people who are doing the spammy tactics. And then they move on to doing the same tactics on ACX, right? And recently, a lot of people got banned from that, and the entire ACX, the company had to change, you know, the way they did things. Like they reduced the promo codes, they stopped paying for the promo codes, those kind of things, where it kind of makes everything harder for everybody else that is not even engaging in those tactics, not just those who are engaging in tactics. So everybody gets punished, and it sucks. And now it seems like, you know, I heard of a rumor where it's happening in Ingramspark now. So I would not recommend you to do it. I know it's hard because, you know, you might benefit from it from a short term by sacrificing everybody else, you know, it's long-term business. But yeah, just try and stay away. I would recommend that for yourself as well. So next we got ACX. This is my personal account. I made $927. This is an estimate. So since ACX pays us at the end of February, right, I don't know for sure how much exactly I made, but it should be around this much. I'm always very conservative in my calculation, and it always comes up pretty close to what I estimate. And then we have ACX, my LLC account. This estimate around $10,000. So ACX dropped a couple thousand due to some of the seasonal books that I had, namely Christmas titles, obviously slowing down after Christmas. So publishing seasonal books could be a good short-term strategy, especially for like Q4 Christmas season, but you do need to prepare for 3-4 months in advance. Even more, like 5-6 months in advance, because depending on the ghostwriting company, they could take a month or 2 months in my case to write the book, and then ACX takes another month, or, you know, in the worst case scenario, 2 months or longer to even approve the book. So this is 2 years in a row where I couldn't get my book, Christmas book, out until like mid-December. So I only had like a window of 10 days to really make money from it. So my timing has been terrible. Hopefully this year, I don't think I'm even going to engage in seasonal books anymore. So it wouldn't matter this year. But if you are going to do it, then definitely do it like way ahead of time, okay? Like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ahead. So finally we got KDP, $21,266. So my KDP income, if you have been keeping track with these income report videos that I make every single month, it has been going up like literally every single month for the past 5-6 months or so. And it's pretty simple, there's no secret. I'm simply building up my brand portfolio, and I'm keeping, I keep sending more traffic to those same books by running continuous ads to it. What's interesting nowadays is I believe KDP will be the main platform where you make money for most legit publishers. When I say legit, they're just kind of following the KDP's rules and doing everything by the books. As its algorithm is the most straightforward and easy to control, because I cover this in my free publishing course as well, where how to launch your book. If you follow everything properly, it's pretty easy and you can control where you want to rank your book at, which is the top of page 1 of whatever keyword that you're ranking for. It's pretty easy to control that, and also you can always send more traffic and more sales through ads. This is the problem with ACX, Ingramspark, Drive to Digital, those kind of stuff. You can't really control sales, or you can't really control traffic because there's no ads for those platforms. Ingramspark, I think there is some kind of marketing tactic. I never used it. But that is why I think KDP will be the main platform from now on, not ACX, not Ingramspark, nowhere else. But that is why I feel like KDP will be the main platform for the majority of people, unless you have a very audiobook specific book that you want to publish in. Even so, it's hard to rank on ACX because all you can do is really pass out the promo codes and then that's it. Even if you have a big email list, maybe you can collect few sales from those email lists, which wouldn't really push your book up that much. So you're really playing the SEO game with ACX, but with KDP you have a little more control with AMS ads. By the way, I forgot to add a slide, but I also made about $839 from Findaway Voices. So the total is $37,435. Almost as good as December, but not quite. From February to around July though, it's typically the slower months, so I believe it'll drop a little bit more. Now we're going into the expenses. The total expenses was $11,471. The book creation, the VAs, all this kind of stuff came out to about $3,556. The reason why my book creation costs are pretty low is because I don't make a lot of books, right? I only make 1 to 2 books a month, and that is why I'm spending probably about $1,000 per book, in total to make them, and the rest goes to ads. So ads total was $8,125. You can see that the majority of the AMS cost went to the US with about $5,500. Canada took about $1,000. UK also about another $1,000. And AU it's not really profitable for me, so I don't run much AU. And then I also do Facebook ads for growing my Facebook group. This is not to get book sales directly, but that is what I'm spending money on. So that brings the final profit to $25,963. I'm happy with the results, but there are so many others that are doing so much better. So, if you look at other YouTube channels, there's a guy who published low content books. I think his name was Ashwat, but he made like $75,000 in December, which is absolutely insane. And his expenses are much lower than mine, I think. So he is killing it. I got huge respect for him. But there's a lot of other people that are doing much better than these kind of numbers. So I'm happy, but I know that I can do better. And what's really cool is it seems like the income opportunity for self-publishing as a business is increasing every year. For those who build the business correctly, more in the long-term strategies, right? I feel like when I was publishing back in 2016 when I first started, I never really heard of anybody pulling in these kind of numbers, like 30, 40K a month, 50K, 75K like the low content guy, right? The best I heard was maybe like 10K a month, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy, So I feel like Amazon is rewarding those who do everything legit, playing by the books, and punishing those who do black hat tactics much heavily than before. And I definitely do notice that. It's so much harder to do whatever black hat tactics that used to spread in 2016, 2017 on Amazon, because they made those changes to the point where it's almost impossible to do it. But if you do everything correctly, do everything legit, the algorithm is pretty straightforward now, where you can rank your books and you can get traffic with ads, and it seems a lot easier in that sense. So if you do everything correctly, it's very good now. So for those who are doing black hat tactics, they might make some short-term profits, but they'll always lose their account, or even if you don't lose your account, the strategies will stop working eventually, and they usually disappear after a year or two. That's what I've been seeing in the industry. So it might be attractive to do that in the short term, but again, from experience, I can say that long-term strategies is definitely worth to stick with. So final takeaways. I always say this, but the best approach now in self-publishing is to stop pumping out so many books, and you want to slow down and make sure each book is the best quality book that it can be, okay? And I've noticed that even if the book doesn't rank initially, so you do a proper book launch and it doesn't rank initially, that doesn't mean you're done, like, the book is dead. What I found, and what's very interesting, is many of my good quality books started picking up later and it started ranking organically. So it's almost like, as long as your book is good, people will find it and eventually people will read it. And once they discover your book from whatever means, right? If your book quality is good, they will read through it all, meaning, they're actually reading the book until the end. And they're doing so because the book is actually a good book. This is a very good signal to Amazon that your book is high quality, because it actually made the customer read until the end of the book. And if you have enough of these signals going to Amazon, then they will slowly move your book up higher, because with Amazon, it's all about customer experience, right? You want to make sure, or they want to make sure, that the customers have a very good experience with Amazon, so they are pushing good quality products, higher and higher in the ranks. When I went from publishing 4 books a month to only 1 book a month, my income went up because each book that I made significantly more money than when I was publishing 4 books a month. It costs more money to produce the book, but in the long term, you make so much more, as the book that you produced never dies because it's a good quality book. So in the end, quality always wins, and that's the approach everybody should be taking right now. Alright, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. I noticed that over 68% of viewers aren't subscribed, so it is the easiest way to help out a channel is to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Any video ideas in the comments, let me know as well. It really helps me out, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Finally, all of the tools that I use, other resources, and the links mentioned in the video and to the step-by-step publishing course is in the description below, so make sure you guys check it out. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.